right, let's go out to Lake City, Florida, and talk to the great and powerful Lauren. What's up, Lauren?
Yes. Hi, Dr. John.
What
How
up?
are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am great. Great. I can't complain.
Yes, you could, but then you'd be like Kelly, so who wants that? What's up?
True. So I need your help.
Got it.
I have this situation with my mother, and I have not heard this addressed on your show before. I did some Googling, didn't come across it, and I apologize if you've addressed it. But
It's
anyway.
all right. Not every show's made it up on the Google, so it's all good. What's up?
So my mom is 100% convinced that she has been having a romantic online relationship with a very famous actor and director. And it's been going on for a few months now.
Ruh-roh.
And she doesn't believe me or anyone else who she's talked to. We're trying to convince her she's being scammed. And
is this famous actor and director asking her for money?
Yes. How did you know?
Because
I bet you can even guess in what form.
Oh, jeez.
It's so. It's a little funny at first.
No, it's heartbreaking. It's
really
devastating.
Tragic.
It's very tragic.
Awful.
These things happen a lot, and
terrible.
Lonely, elderly folks just get taken for everything. It's truly devastating. How old is your mom?
She is 71.
Okay. Are you on her?
She has been.
Are you on her accounts? Is this like power of attorney?
No.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
And here's what I'm thinking. I'm wondering about an end around. And this is somewhat deceptive, and I'm okay with it. Sitting down and having a conversation, not about her boyfriend and not about the person she's in love with or all that. But, hey, you're 71. Is she single, by the way?
Yes.
Okay. Is your dad still alive? He passed away?
Passed away.
Okay. Just making sure, hey, if something happens to you, just want to make sure that you're safe. Make sure that I've got access to your accounts, that I could get you the treatment that you needed or the care that you needed.
Right. My sister, I have a sister that lives in the same state with my mom, so she is on.
Okay.
She does have access to her accounts and things like that. So she's been trying to watch and make sure that, mother hasn't given money away and all this. But we have tried the power of attorney talk before, and she hasn't really been super open to that yet. She's a very stubborn woman.
As we want our moms to be, except when they're giving famous actors money, right? Here's the hard thing, man. I think this is the hardest thing in the world to do outside of physical or sexual abuse, is watching a loved one, somebody we care deeply, deeply about, make decisions that we know are actively harming them. And it's very, very hard. I'm sitting here thinking of, can you reach out to William Moore's agency or CAA or one of these places and let them know, hey, here's some emails, here's some Facebook exchanges, somebody's scamming my mom. Is there something you could do?
Yeah. So I even reported it to Facebook because
Facebook doesn't care. They just care about getting rid of anti-vaxxers. Right. They don't care. They want to shut down mask videos and anti-vaxxers. They don't care. So I mean, maybe appeal to their agent. You're probably not going to get anywhere there. The only other thing I could think of is finding somebody in your community that you are in that community, and maybe your sister could help. A police officer who would make a call to your mom or come visit your mom.
Yeah, so we tried that too. Actually, one of my nieces has a friend in town, same town, and he shared that there had been a case where this person was out like $250,000, and there was literally nothing they could do because it's not illegal to convince somebody to give you money.
No.
Not until they feel like they're...
Have the police officer go to your mom and say, hey, I want to let you know somebody's been impersonating famous actor and director X and asking people for money. It is a legitimate scam, and it's taking advantage of people, and I just wanted to warn you about it.
Yeah, maybe.
And somebody shows up in a uniform, maybe that's the thing. But the draw,
worth a shot.
the draw will be so powerful.
Yeah.
And
she's lying to us and manipulating her grandkids.
Oh,
and
she's in love. She's in love with somebody special.
Yeah.
And so much information is accessible online now that people can find out everything about everybody.
I know.
And so she could ask a hard question and this person could Google it and answer it.
Exactly.
Right? So, I mean, you can't logically fight an illogical person.
Right.
And she is so caught up in love and in feeling special and feeling seen by somebody that she deems important that it's overriding everything. It's a drug.
Yeah.
Similar to somebody who's struggling with alcohol, who stops showing up to family things, abandons their kids, or somebody who's struggling with heroin or opiates, just abandons everybody. It's not a rational move, but you're not dealing with somebody who's seeing the world as it is. You're seeing somebody who's seeing the world through a glass darkly, right? You just can't see it.
Mm-hmm. And she's been through so much.
Yeah.
So much. And she's always given and given and given to all of her kids and her grandkids and her great-grandkids.
Predators love a giver.
Oh, it's terrible.
It's terrible. Listen, there's literally, outside of making a police report, which I think you should do, I think you should call the police, make a formal police report, and see if you can find somebody will show up in a uniform to your 71-year-old mom's house and sit down and have a conversation and say, this is an active scam going on. We just want you to be aware of it. Absent of that, I think you get with your sister, and maybe your sister goes and talks to the bank and shows them some printouts of some of these conversations and say, my 71-year-old mother is actively in the middle of being taken advantage of. Is there anything I can do? There's probably not, but it's worth the conversation. And it might be, since your sister's power of attorney, not power of attorney, but she's on the accounts. Every time there's an expensive $500 sent via Venmo, she gets in there and cancels the transaction as fast as possible. Maybe she puts a notice on her phone that every time there's a transaction, she gets a notice of it. And she just cancels the transaction. But at the end of the day, there's no law. There is law against fraud and there's law against theft, but there's no law against your mom choosing to spend her money against the well-meaning wisdom of everybody who loves her. And that's so heartbreaking, because she's going to give a credit card number, or she's going to give over the VIN number to her car, or she's going to give a social security number, and that's going to be a mess for everybody. But famous actors and famous directors don't need money from common folks most of the time. I'm so sorry you're going through this, Lauren. The pull of fantasy is going to be tough. At some point, get as loud as you possibly can. Be as clear as you can. And then just tell your mom, I'll hold your hand through this, through all the devastation and heartbreak. And it's coming. I'm so sorry, Lauren.